estavam com a Bárbara.
Everyone's gonna hear you talking in Portuguese, it's fine, but go on.
Yeah. The movie was Legally Blonde.
Já ouvi esse nome de filme, certo? Yeah.
She loved it.
Isn't that the one where two guys dress up as blondes? Oh, that's White Chicks. Okay. I don't think I've seen Legally Blonde then.
Legally Blonde, her boyfriend going to Oxford. No, to Cambridge. No, Oxford. I don't know. He's going to a fancy university. No, Harvard. It's the one in America. It's Harvard. Yeah. He's going to Harvard because he's very rich and he needs to, you know. And basically he dumps her. Then she decides to, okay, so I'm going to study very hard and become a lawyer too. Then she becomes better than him, basically.
Okay. Anyway, with that out of the way, I hope everyone's doing fine. We've been talking for like 30 minutes, I want to say.
Best part of an hour.
No, not an hour, because...
Yeah, it's at the best part of an hour.
I came in at 15.
No, but the best part. It's the best part
it
of the hour.
Just means more than half.
No, it means it's the party enjoyed more.
Anyway, so quick recap. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
Yes, I have very short notes, so it's missing stuff, I'm assuming, but I do have...
It's a good thing you're keeping notes, because I'm not.
Yes, however, you should.
However,
you should.
I do have the 500 and... How many was it? 529.
Things?
Yes. Cards for the Darkwater Taffy collectibles.
Fully set up.
You have the thingy?
I do.
He has the roll table now for whenever you eat another thing.
Nice.
The whole 529. Amazing. And apparently there are some misprints as well, so...
Ooh, nice. Extra
flavor.
Anyway, what do your notes say?
What does the note say?
You should have left that dead and buried.
Yes.
It was better that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so you need some just-in-time translation. We hesitated a bit to actually go back into the mirror room. We had the librarian in front, and that kind of worked. At least most of them were not us, although when we did get in, some of us. But there was a mirror version of us on the mirror again. There was a kerfuffle. We were fighting inside the mirror room. There was a puff of smoke or some other darkness source that I don't recall exactly from whom, but there was some trouble with line of sight and so on.
From Abaris? He cast a spell.
Tries to do the thing of moving to the wrong mirror but looking at the right one, and that works. And so I figured out that there is actually a whole plane around it, or the mirror room.
Yep.
During the fight, it got a bit hairy. I remember that Robert was in dire straits, and Derkin pulls him through the mirror back to the outside.
Robert's player would like to point, this is a very... the perspective is clearly from Derkin, because everyone else's perspective is very
guess
different.
Whose notes they are? Anyway.
If you wanted to have your own say, you could do your own notes.
Yeah, I have my own notes in my own brain. I'll tell him later.
I don't know why you're complaining. You were saved.
Barely.
1 is greater than 0. Anyway, So yes, we confirmed that the hunch from the librarian was correct, and we could go into the mirror. There was, at some point before the rescue, I think Abarish came into the mirror carrying 2 copies of the librarian, the real one and the fake one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole thing because we were trying to revive, to stabilize Robert afterward. And Robert is typing.
Go
on. It was a bit hard to figure out who the correct one was, and they were suddenly, both of them were trying to play the part, so they were both trying to help. They weren't aggressive.
Yep.
Okay, so what about someone else's version of the event? So
this was very neutral in the. It was very matter of factly that it was.
Definitely not weighted to benefit anyone. So before we go in, we all decide that we were going to fight the creatures, and then we explore.
Yes.
I don't remember this, but
that's why it's not in your notes.
That's exactly why it's not on your notes. Exactly. Because what happened was, we go in, Derek can hold the highest initiative. First thing he does is, well guys, fuck you. I'm going into the mirror.
That's very nice and so on, but you'll notice that we were surrounded. I couldn't really do anything right there. So I was trying to move out and reposition, which I did actually.
Wait. I did not stop you during your propaganda time.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried, but I did not stop you during your propaganda time. So, the librarian was in danger. Robert, quite one luckily and two epically, opened the way for Avaris to go. And I would like to note this, because Avaris went up multiple levels in Robert's consideration. Avaris tried to save the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly for dark intentions, because it's Avaris. But heroism?
No. Consent is the foremost priority of Avaris. Okay? Consent is very important. Please.
Then
don't try and besmirch his good name.
After getting to the girl, he decides to throw smoke, which we've seen him do like 2 other times. And I mean, me as a player, I have mixed feel. I mean, either you throw smoke when we are already fucked, or we are fucked because he throws smoke. It's one of those.
Wait, when did he do it? When was another time he did that?
I don't
recall.
I've done it. I've done it though.
When?
I remember doing it, but I don't know when.
I remember him doing it, and then the big issue was we cannot see their smoke. Because I remember this happening. It's like
I don't remember this at all. Do you have any more context? Try to remember.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Wait,
maybe.
I think there was one time with the invisible tiger. I think you used your smoke to try to avoid the tiger. Although that went well, because you didn't encounter it while it was invisible.
Right, when we were in the forest, traveling through the forest to and from the place where we found the dragon.
That's the only one that I remember.
I mean, I remember thinking, maybe I was Jakim, and was not
yes,
Robert.
you were Jakim.
At the time was Jakim.
Yes.
Because maybe I remember perfectly something like, well, we were endangered before, but now we are endangered and cannot see.
I don't remember that.
I have a faint recollection of this. Yes, this was one such occasion that he used the smoke. But I think in general, like JM was saying, it went all right.
But again, it's like in my memory file, in my mental notes, it's Barry's throw smokes, we are fucked.
So your memory files are even more untrustworthy.
Exactly.
Any thought?
Then basically, while Abaris was trying to save the girl, Robert was fighting the creatures in order to get time for them to escape.
Yep.
And basically, saying Derkin touched himself multiple times in the mirror is pretty much accurate. Then he was like, oops, I did nothing this fight, let's save Robert.
I discovered that we could do that. I actually contributed because I threw a couple of bombs, and I saved your life. So all your whining is only possible because you were saved. Otherwise, you'd be silent now. Be more appreciative. Have you said thank you? You have not said thank you.
Also, another thing I forgot that's relevant. It says he threw bombs. He threw one bomb, which he failed. And I'm pretty sure it landed on me. Pretty sure.
Well, the bombs don't discriminate by their own. They need my help to do that. So yes, you did take a bit of splash damage. But yes, I don't know exactly what you expect me to do in the beginning of the fight because I was, like you, cornered by all of them. Me doing anything else would have caused attacks of opportunity, and there's really nothing I could do there.
Let's be fair, he did give you a buff, like to each one of you.
Yeah.
Plus that, yes, you would have died for sure without that. All of us, really.
The shield was very relevant. Yes, I will not talk badly about the shield. Shield was MVP. I would say the MVPs of the fight was Shield, Robert, Abaris, Durkin.
Yes, you'll notice the source of said shield, right? So,
yeah.
At least for once, you're not placing yourself first.
And I have to say, Robert is only second because of that very epic. Oh, Abaris, go this way. Poof, crit, he dead. Because that was very funny.
And like tanking all the damage because you took like
and taking like 15 attacks. Yes.
You took so
Plus
much
that.
damage.
It was so much damage. Because it's like it's the thing with natural attacks because they do a lot of attacks. It was only +5 and they had a lot of AC, but it's still a lot of attacks. So eventually they're gonna pass through. When they pass through, I don't have any damage resistance, so I take full damage. And there were like 2 crits, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of crits as well.
There were a number of crits.
Yeah. But yeah, Robert is a bit annoyed at Derkin for breaking formation, basically.
I really don't know what you expected me to be able to do in that situation.
I have.
I tried to reposition because I could do nothing in that square. I could do nothing. I tried to reposition.
Wait,
we will talk in character about it. Right now we were just
recollecting
about our notes.
But I have questions for each one of you, and they're going to be different for each one today.
For Derkin is why leave?
I just told you.
No. So for Robert, I want to know what you think of both the party members after this event, because you had a, let's say, life-changing event where you almost died. Like you were 1 HP from death. So actually,
literally 1 HP because it was the negative. Yeah.
Yes. You were in the negatives minus. Yeah, one less than your death.
One failed roll from dying.
Yeah, exactly.
That also, so it's twofold, the question. Not only that, but I want to know what your religion is, because I don't remember that.
Okay, so
if you want time to think about it, I'll ask the other questions.
No. I'll talk about these two, while in the back I'll try to think of exactly the right. Wait, I think he had a religion. Now that I think about it.
Okay, you think about that. I'll ask the other 2 questions.
Damn it. No, here it is. I wrote it here. I knew I had thought of this. He's an atheist. Makes sense.
Okay.
What?
He's an atheist.
I think. Do you just mean does not follow any of them, or are you that?
I don't believe in any.
Don't exist.
I don't believe in any god.
Believe they exist, or you don't follow any, because those are separate things.
I mean,
they
maybe they exist in their own realm, but I do not want them interfering in our world. Maybe.
Okay, that sentence alone implies that you acknowledge that they exist, so you're not an atheist. In these kinds of settings, being an atheist is a very extremely Reddit thing to do, because they exist manifestly. So.
Yeah. You have blessings.
I was gonna ask, where do clerics get their powers from?
When a mother cleric and a father cleric love each other very much.
I mean, in this world, to be an atheist, you would have to believe that everything that is divine magic is actually arcane magic. Right? That makes sense?
I think...
Or science.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm
not very good on the details, but...
I think what I was thinking was more of Robert does not want outsiders influencing... Outsiders in the sense of outsider. The creature type.
The type,
Yeah,
yes, I understand.
He does not want outsiders changing
interfering the material plane.
Interfering in the mortal realm. So his point is go back to your own land.
Your own realm.
Yeah. Religion-wise, that's him. Let's call it that. But interpersonally-wise, Abaris was very badly seen because the whole "oh my god, I love chaos, it's so much fun" and "nyam nyam nyam, demon mama, nyam nyam nyam." But
I want interference.
Yeah, he actually wanted interference. Yes.
I'm like the opposite of what you want.
14?
Of what you want, he said.
I understood I'm the opposite of 41. And I'm like, what the fuck is 41?
How? I mean, my mic today is kind of crap, I know, but how?
Abarish got some points because he did save the girl, and even though, and I was saying that in my mind it's Abarish saw smoke, we are fucked. The smoke was the best way to protect the girl, so thumbs up for that.
Yay!
So Robert does not dislike Abarish as much. On the other hand, Robert was abandoned by a comrade in battle. So
one who saved
Robert
you
does not
as well?
like Erkin as much. Sorry?
He also saved you, but yeah.
Yeah, but again, we wouldn't be in that mess if he hadn't left us to our death. 2 against that.
Sorry? What?
Okay.
Are you that out of your mind? If I had stayed there, I would not been able to do anything. I would have died with you.
You could have tanked some hits.
Okay, don't do this discussion out. I want this discussion in character.
Yeah.
I just want to know what his character is thinking.
Yeah, that's me.
Dirkin, I want to know what you think about the void that you looked through the window and saw. What is going through your mind? What is that? And if you want, I can ask Avaris this question.
Sure, you can.
Okay,
You can
Avaris?
go first.
What was your plan when you did the smoke thing? Because you did have something in mind when you tried to protect her, but what was the...
Yeah, so the main plan was this.
What was going through your mind when you jumped in?
Okay, so my train of thought was very simple. Mirror requires sight to reflect. If the mirror can't see me, it can't reflect me, there's nothing on the other side. That was my train of thought.
That was it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the main point. I wanted to obscure the vision of the creatures that were in the room, but I was also kind of scared of everyone else that was not in the room and getting through the mirror. So I thought, okay, so if I throw the smoke, they won't be able to reflect what's inside the room, so they won't exist, so to speak. and I'll be able to escape the creatures that are already inside the room.
Okay. Follow-up question.
It's not a very complex train of thought.
You
Yes.
ended up pulling 2 of them outside. How do you know which is
Yes.
which?
The one that doesn't have a reflection on the other side.
Yeah, but you pulled them out, and they like swarmed Robert, and they mixed up a little bit. How do you know which is which? Have you been keeping track?
I'll have to look at the reflections. Kinda, yes.
Okay.
No, at the time I kept track.
Mm-hmm.
While pulling them, I didn't know, because I only noticed the reflection thingy afterwards. But yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Durkin.
So obviously not at all sure what it might be, but one thing that it is known of the library is that it moves places according to its own whims. I don't know what's outside. Is it in a different dimension? Is it like in space? Is it travel somewhere? The library itself moved, and is it in a waiting room of some sort? Is there even an outside if we try to open the door? Did we kill or harm the magic of the library in some way? Or is it just a magical darkness thing? I don't even know. It could just be a magical darkness thing that's covering the library itself, and it's a big nothing burger.
Okay, so you're asking if the library is inside an L space, like in this world.
Do you recall why the library moved? The legends. What the legends say?
Does the Erkin know that? I have.
You wanna?
I remember
roll
some kind of
knowledge
comment. Wait, I'm trying to remember whether what I think I recall, or the bit I recall, if it was from Blake or from the Erkin.
I mean, I wrote it down for everyone. Like, this is.
Okay.
This is legends,
fair.
tales. It's like fairy tale land thing.
I think that the comment there is that it's wherever it's quote unquote needed.
There was something else. No one really knows the exact reason.
Yes.
But it does change locations, either for protection, convenience, or where the knowledge is going to be
Sign
needed.
that the knowledge,
Yeah.
the knowledge will be important in that location. That's actually, I did not have this bit present. The knowledge is going to be important in that location. That tells me something now.
Let me reread the legend of the Great Library.
Yes.
The Great Library is a monument. Do you want to read it, or do you want me to read it?
However you prefer. I have it open now.
Okay, wait, where's the... Here. So, the Great Library is a monumental building that constantly changes locations in the world, either for protection, convenience, or as a sign of the knowledge that it contains will be important in that location. This library contains a magical copy of every book ever written in existence, provided that book was written at least twice. A few decades ago, this source of knowledge was said to have been raided by a group only known as the Hooded Mages. And that's the folklore tale. This is common knowledge, you don't need to...
Yeah. Okay.
If it's true or not, you know, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
There was a group that tried to get there, right?
Do I have this written down
You
somewhere?
did give us the description that
exactly.
referred to our characters.
Yeah, exactly.
There was something of... Wait, did I write it down on... I have it written down though. I like how my TLDR is shit happened.
I mean, yeah, true.
Oh yeah, it is here.
It's not an accurate description.
Hold on.
It works.
Wait, wrong thing. This one. So a few years ago, after the raid on the library, or at least it was fabled that there was a raid on the library, life started slowly decaying, crops slowed growing, people became sick, and war quickly erupted in an attempt to take control of the few fertile lands that remained. Between the wars and starvation and the now weakened populations were not prepared for the advancement of the desert creatures such as Lamia and lizard folk, who quickly conquered the lands to the north, aided by a group of very powerful mages and twisted abominations known as Dream Eaters.
I would like to say that the description does not say what kind of clothing they have. They could be the gene wizards. I don't know.
Who knows? I guess we'll never know.
Meanwhile, the GM. Oh my God, gene wizards! That's it.
That's the new gang. Oh yes. To fight back, the other nations have now set their wars aside and banded together in an attempt to stop the onslaught. But to little effect. And that is where the whole contest started and whatnot. But yes, there is mention of a raid on the library. I think I did give you an information. I have been giving you feeds of information of people being there, relating to your previous characters and whatnot, but I have not written that down. So, all that being said, I think Derek has some new sources of information that he needed.
Maybe yes. At least there is a little detail that I was not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's move you guys here. And let me turn off this music.
I wasn't hearing it.
So, if you recall, Abaris has just pulled not only the librarian, but some other possible imposter, one of the two. You don't know which one it is exactly.
Why is Abadish big?
Chaos magic.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember that part.
Yes. Yeah, at the end I did magic, and one of the after effects was Abaris got big.
Just that?
Simple as. Just that. Simple as.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything permanent from your spells that we need to take into account. There was a timer that you were gonna become small, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
Turn up the music. Very low compared to everything else. Okay. Abaris managed to pull probably one of the librarians that is real and one that is fake. There was a whole battle where Robert was swarmed by doppelgangers that kind of look like the librarian, but clearly whenever they attack you can see them morph out.
Mm-hmm.
You had Dirkin try to help. He managed to pull Robert, who was very close to dead, out of the into the mirror, sorry. And with the aid of one of the librarians, well, both of them, because they both wanted to help, feed him some potion that will kind of stabilize him.
And Robert then healed himself, right?
And Robert then used his own healing, yes.
Yeah.
And I do believe that is where we left off. So, describing the current situation, there is now a group of librarian-looking doppelgangers banging onto the mirror, trying to make their way through.
Wait, through which mirror? Ours?
This
The
one?
one closest to us.
Ah, okay. Because I thought they wanted to leave.
They seem to have a different priority now.
Yeah.
Also, where are the ones that were in the other side of the mirror?
What side of the mirror?
He means here.
He means here. Yeah, I mean here.
You have given GM ideas.
Were there any there during the encounter? I don't think there were.
There were multiple there trying to get to us.
Before, right?
Yep.
No. I mean, wait. I'm looking at my. Trying to remember the encounter. Hold on. This was a long time ago. I do have
a full month actually to the day.
I do have this token here, and I have this token here, and I have this token here, and I have these two. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, one of them was making their way through.
Yes.
And it looked like Robert.
Wonky.
I'm looking at my GM layer. Wait, there's one more. Token layer. There you go.
Those were fine. You don't need to put more.
No, these were the ones that were trying to make their way through. Let me also zoom in for this. Yeah, there you go. One of them is making its way through the mirror. If you recall, there was a small crack on the mirror right over there. And that is what it is making its way through.
Okay.
I'm not going to do turn orders, but I'm going to give you like a rough... Things are going to happen as you talk and do things. Go on.
So, wait. I healed myself, I'm shielded, we got into this side, there are a bunch of them on the other side trying to get in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's also one up there. Oh, actually, there's one up there, there's one up here, and there's one up there.
Those were the true reflections, I think. As in, they were where we were, and were not moving with us.
They are still there.
Separated from us. Yeah, yes, you mentioned that they exist outside when we are outside the mirror or inside the mirror.
I never removed them. They are there.
Yeah.
What are they?
So they stayed at the edge. Did not cross here and here.
Just so I'm sure, Derkin was able to pass through without issues, right?
Yes.
To what? Sorry.
Why did
to pass through without issues?
Initiative just popped up, guys. Be careful.
It's the same board, yes.
It's the same one as before.
Yeah,
it's the same one.
It popped up.
Yeah. Wait,
Robert
do you want me to hide it? Sure.
Robert is trying to get back to his senses. Like he healed himself. Derkin is here. They're banging. We can't let them go outside. They'll become part of the population. It's gonna be chaos. Can you throw bombs from here?
No, I tried. If you remember. Sorry. No, Derkin tried. You need to push items through the mirror.
Can't you push a bomb through the mirror?
Yeah. Derkin did earlier. But right now, those are being blocked by the mirror, and don't forget that there are some still with us inside the mirror.
Yeah, but we need to stop them from escaping.
They don't seem to be trying to escape. They seem to be targeting us.
Around us, what is there? I try to look around us.
Around you, so you can. It seems almost as if you're underwater. There's like a sheen right in front of your eyes, as if you would be looking underwater. You can see right here in this direction. It's almost like there's a cube where everything else is, and if you look into whatever direction, it's like there's an infinite wall and ceiling going into the horizon.
You mean
And
floor and ceiling?
What did I say?
Wall.
Yeah, floor. Sorry. Floor and ceiling going into the horizon, including you can see past this direction.
Sorry, past what? Which direction?
Down.
Okay.
Which would be weird considering that's where kind of you came from, because you can see this spot here and it's just infinite nothing.
What was in the riddle again? Sorry.
In the riddle, it's on the top left, but your journey's been long, your steps you should trace. Reflect on your path, find your rightful place. The truest reflection will light up the way, so look to the mirror and don't go astray.
We looked to the mirror. Now we just need to don't go astray. What do you guys think?
Also, as you look around to what is around you, you can notice that one of the mirror reflections that looked like you made its way through the mirror as another one tries to do the same. Go on.
Huh. Curious. I mean, so far, not anymore.
Also, the other
Used to
two
be.
librarians are like trying to hold Robert up and like trying to help him make sure he's okay.
I was saying to everybody, including to them, just so you're aware.
Okay. Wait, I don't have the echo that I had last time. I didn't save it. Damn it. Go on. I'm totally not going to do something. So, what are you guys going to do? Including bars?
I was telling the other ones, like, you know, speak your truth.
Could it be that we need to...
Okay, sorry, just one thing that I just noticed. One of the librarians moved, right?
Yeah.
Was it the top one, right?
Both of them are like trying to help him, like moving around, like patting him down.
But they were in the same column. Now one of them has moved, right?
Yeah, they both move independently from each other. Yes.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens to the reflection?
What reflection?
I think he means this one.
Yes.
Well, I asked
This one's
earlier
important.
also if these stayed put as they are right now, or if they continue to move this way
No.
as we got out of the mirror.
No, they're still there.
They are frozen there.
Mm-hmm. Even as this one moves, like they're still there.
Well, yes, that's the same as mine and Robert's. They are there and not here now.
Mm-hmm.
But why did this one move so far? Could have, because you could say that maybe this was the last known position, so to speak, as in there was the smoke, and so it didn't see us move out of the box.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so my logic at the time
I don't
for
know.
the
To bring
librarians,
them both in was to see which one would have the...
reflection, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The one that had a reflection that followed them would be the real one, I assumed. And the one that didn't would be the fake.
What are you gonna do now? Not only of the two librarians that one of them is clearly a fake, but also all of these creatures. What is your plan?
It's a bit curious that, despite we being now supposedly accessible, despite finding that they can do, they are still trying to move into the box right here, and that's curious.
I will point out once again that these are intelligent creatures to the point where they swarmed Robert instead of trying to, divide their attention.
Yes, they are not mindless.
Yeah.
Which
They
makes
might
this
look mindless,
more relevant.
but yes.
On the other hand, it makes this whole thing odd.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that we need to reuse the correct mirrors, so either the top or the bottom one, from the outside instead?
We are currently talking, right?
Yes.
So, since Robert remembers the riddle,
Mhm.
I think that it's the don't get a stray part. We just need to. We looked at the mirror, and we should not go astray. So we need to continue in that direction. We went to the left, looking into the front. We should continue doing that.
Okay.
Is that it? Because the don't go astray could also mean don't go away from the cube, because the rest is an infinite void.
The rest seems like an infinite void.
Yes. Also, we initially assumed that the don't go astray, look to the mirror and don't go astray, to mean something else.
But are you just going to leave those things there? As both of the librarians point towards those creatures.
I don't want to, but I cannot do anything to stop them. We need to find a way to stop them from getting to the town, or there will be consequences.
They don't seem to be trying to go anywhere else. They're banging on this glass here, this mirror here. And what happens if we get close to these reflections?
Robert wants to try to do a thing.
Are you going to try that, or? It's not fair to ask me a question without doing something.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out.
Varys is kind of big, so.
Well, Varys is relatively
too
close.
much.
Do they just stay? Do they just stand still?
They have been standing still this whole time. Yes.
Do they look anywhere, or are they like deposing?
No, just frozen in whatever position you were last.
So it is the last known location thing.
Okay, so there's no Giga Baris anywhere, right?
No, there is not.
Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Just you.
Maybe that has something to do with the don't go astray. Wait. Robert tries to touch himself.
As usual.
Right.
That's what Puritanism gets you.
What do you mean by touching yourself? Go on.
I tried to go to my reflection up here.
Are you sure?
No. Are you?
That's what I just. But that was what I just
Yes.
mentioned. Yes. What happened if we tried to check up on them?
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going to do, move your tokens.
I mean, yeah. Of everyone, it's funny that I'm the one doing it, but yeah, someone needs to try. So.
Describe exactly what you're doing.
How is the other me looking?
He seems to be like he's like kind of dodging something, you know? He's like stepping back and like bowing down a little bit, you know? Like he's dodging an attack.
Okay, so maybe I try touching him in the shoulder to see what happens.
Give me a reflex save.
Okay. Nothing bad happened. Right?
So Robert, as you prepare to touch your own reflection,
as one does,
this reflection of yours brings into action and tries to swipe back at you. You have a flashback of all the librarians swarming you as you see this arm transforming into an elongated arm try to hit you. And this just gives you PTSD as you dodge it.
So reflex save for PTSD. Was that it?
Reflex save for... This is not a reflection.
Ah, so it's a reflection save. Got it.
It is not a reflection.
Exactly. It's not a reflection save.
In fact, this is another doppelganger.
You take pun damage. Was that it?
No.
Am I taking pun damage?
No, but you are now. The jig is up.
In combat.
They are not reflections. Go
they
on,
were merely
Robert.
pretending.
Yes, this whole time.
No way, for real.
What a shock.
Wait, for real? So
it's your turn, Robert. They were pretending.
do I still have my weapon with me?
I think you
I would
do.
assume so.
Do you lose your weapon when you lose consciousness? Actually, what was your
You could be
weapon?
like a rigor mortis. You could be like a rigor mortis.
What?
You don't
what
let
was my
go.
Was it a hammer because I was going to break glass? No,
Honestly,
just like a chair or a ladder. No, it
it might have been a hammer.
might have been a hammer, right?
Yeah,
Well,
like a sledgehammer kind of thing.
yeah, I was going to break glass, so let's fucking do this. It was the... Wait, it was the... Yeah, it was a hammer because it had to be the masterwork thingy. The shadow thingy is not good enough.
Oh?
It's slightly two-handed improvise. Is that it? What improvise? Two-handed shadow. Yeah, it's this one. Two-handed improvise.
You strike at upon this clearly faking reflection of you tries to swipe you. You quickly grab your hammer, swing it across the head, and it disappears out of existence.
Oh, it disappeared out of existence.
Yes. Avaris,
Ah,
it is your turn.
How big am I, by the way? I don't remember very well.
You're like
How
double the size
giga
of
is
a
giga
normal
about?
person.
Is my strength proportionally higher?
No.
Or is it the
I
same?
mean-
No.
Do you not get a slight?
You do get a slight
increase from the
increase, I think.
size bonus. I think
large
it also
person.
comes with a penalty in something else.
Probably-
To getting hit, probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see. It's an easy penalty, I believe.
Yeah, you get +2 strength,
Yes.
yes. And -2 dex.
Okay.
-1 to attack rolls and
How
AC.
will... Okay.
Go on.
Okay.
Also,
Okay, this...
I know it's a bad timing, but I need to use the bathroom. I'll still be listening, okay?
Okay, but don't let us listen to you.
I won't, don't worry.
Okay, so... What do I play? I think that is right now.
I'm also gonna get a drink, so I'll be right back. That is an issue, because I forget that if I change stream onto... Yeah, I know, because now I'm closer to my computer. But I forget that if I change this Discord is not going to be on my computer, so no one heard what you guys said as well.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Because they are not watching, but also that.
Also that, yes. I'm back.
Yo.
No one heard anything. So, Boris, you move towards Durkin's...
I don't need to
doppelganger.
move towards him. My sword attacks at a distance.
Oh yeah, it attacks at a
I
distance.
can do other stuff. Yeah, I can do other stuff. After my... yeah.
It hits for
I'll...
6.
Yes. I'll also move here. Because I want to be closer to the librarian gals.
Okay.
I need to find a way to distinguish between them. And I don't want to try and stab someone for now.
Durkin, this this copyright in front of you, it gets hit by... What weapon is your spiritual weapon again? What is your spiritual weapon?
Barish?
A Varus?
My spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
what
Sorry.
kind of weapon is it?
It's a sword.
A sword, okay.
It's a sword. It's a sword. Yes.
I was expecting something more phallic, to be honest.
True.
And the sword isn't?
Do you want it?
Yes.
Do you want it to be a bollocks dagger?
What's a bollock dagger?
I don't know, but it
Google
has
it.
the right name.
It's
Search for it. It's
What
a real.
details
It's
on
a
the
real.
name?
It's a real weapon, by the way. It's a
Yeah.
real weapon, by the way.
it is.
I kind of expected.
It's literally a dagger with a guard, a hand guard. That are two balls, so it's called the bollocks dagger.
Okay.
How do you guys know this shit?
I mean, he's
Why
playing
don't
a
you know
Varus.
this though?
How do you not?
I've heard
That's
of
the
the
question
name.
you should be asking yourself.
I've heard the name before as well. Anyway, I was saying, Durkin,
That's
you
why
see
you're
the
cultured.
you see the swords swish at your reflection. It still doesn't disappear like the one behind Robert's, and it seems keen on attacking you. What are you going to do?
Figures. I have a mechanical question. I don't remember exactly. If you do a 5-foot step,
It does
can
not
only
trigger
move?
attacks of opportunity.
yes, but can you do other things afterwards, or?
You just can't
Don't
move. You can take a
Mo-
full round
I
action,
cannot
but you
move.
can't move.
Okay.
You still have your move action, you
Uh,
just can't do anything that displaces you.
I see. I use. Then I want to sidestep.
You can't sidestep and walk, but you can sidestep and like do your full thing.
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah, I want to sidestep the.
Any
set 5-foot step, and
standard
then-
anything that would replace your move action that does something that doesn't move you also is also good to do.
But then I'll attack with the frost bomb to his face. So, okay, yeah, you confirm that it is just another doppelganger that these things are.
Or well, one of them disappeared instead of like dying. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what gives me a bit of pause, because have we killed others before? Did we actually finish any
Yes.
of them, or they are just bonked?
This-
Yes,
this one.
outside, inside, I guess. Yeah, and there's a corpse there.
The one that was in front of Abaris and Robert one shot.
Yeah, it could also just be that because we are inside the mirror that's what it happens. I don't know enough.
Yeah.
Right now it's intent on attacking me, so Dergen will have to defend himself by chucking a bomb at his face. Terrible. It is touch AC, and you need it's actually 10 because of point blank.
It's 10. Yeah, 10 is not.
Yeah, not even to touch AC.
I don't think so. I mean, just double check, but very unlikely. Yeah,
I
don't.
assume not, because if they have any kind of dex modifier positive.
So if it misses, what happened again? Flash damage?
I need to roll a d8.
Did they like half for dexterity? Was that it? Half reflex?
No, he doesn't even. Wait. Yes, for this, I think it's reflex save for half damage. Yes, but the d8 is not directly damage. It's where it's tumbling towards.
What do you mean?
So it didn't hit him, but the bomb still falls somewhere. That's
Oh.
the same reason that it
Like
that it hit.
around it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What square it falls on? So are we doing 1-2 or are we doing 1-2?
I think it's supposed to be 1 is directly back,
Okay.
so 2 is so that it hits the 3 of us. Maximize the coverage.
Okay. Go on, roll the damage.
There's no roll because it's like just the splash damage, which is the minimum damage of the bomb, which is 4.
4.
If
So
I say for half.
you and Robert both roll reflex.
God damn. Oh, natural 1. Amazing.
Body reflex.
So yes,
Are
first
we
one is on the
sure-
house.
Everyone
Are
takes
we sure?
splash damage.
4 damage.
Are we sure that Durkin isn't like a hooded mage?
Mm,
How much
Yes.
damage is it? Sorry.
4.
4 damage.
Yeah. Did it go?
Yes, it did.
Okay,
So,
in my
this creature is still intent on attacking you.
Oh, it's turn now.
Yes.
It's not on the turn order.
I'm counting the librarian, which is this one over here. I'm counting it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do initiatives again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the attack roll was. 1d5 twice. There you go. And if you remember, its arms elongate as it swipes you. What is
Right.
your AC again?
Currently 19. So
19.
only the second one.
Only the second one. Second one hits for 1d8 plus 4. Roll. Plus 4. For a nice
Of course,
chunk
his D8 helped him.
of 12 damage.
Yeah.
As you dodge the first swipe, but then the second one
Right in the
catches
gut.
you. It catches you crouching, makes for a very hard hit on all of your body. Robert. It is once again your turn.
So they're all disappearing on one touch, right?
No, this
There
one
what?
didn't.
Okay.
Not any damage at least. So you did a big bonk, and it did a bit, and so yours did a big goodbye. This one did not get a big bonk.
I'm hitting the librarian, but
Wha-
I'm getting away from Durkin.
Right, roll your attack. Oh yeah, this one
Damn.
also, you swipe and it disappears. Like it starts to ragdoll in the direction of your hit and it just disappears.
But there is nothing then, right?
The Arcane thinks it
No.
might have to
Oh,
do
whoops.
with being on the mirror dimension, that when they die they just disappear.
But, wait.
Yeah?
I'm just trying to make sense.
Okay.
Maybe this is what Robert is spending the rest of his turn saying out loud a bit. They left nothing behind, right? They just disappeared into nothingness.
Hmm.
Okay. Maybe we're not supposed to fight them. Maybe they are here to distract us. That's why they're not running away. They just want to consume our time. Maybe
It
we
could
should
still be somewhat related to the truest reflection, we light up the way part of things.
light up the way.
But since they turned on us as soon as you touched it, so I'm not so sure. Derek is not so sure anymore.
And there were 3 librarians. Okay. Either way, it's a party's turn. Go for it, Tabarish.
It is.
Okay, I still don't want to harm any of the librarians, so I'm going to attack the fake Derkin again.
You still
Try to
have
prevent.
your spiritual weapon.
It remains
out.
on the battlefield for... Yes.
Yep.
It remains on the battlefield for a few turns.
You can you roll your attack for that first. Concentration, right?
I think the sword is independent of me right now. It doesn't require me to do anything. It just whacks on the person that I chose. It requires me to lose my main action if I want to change targets.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
1 round
But the
per
sword
level.
acts independently of me.
Move action to redirect. It's not a standard.
Okay.
It continues to
I was
attack.
mistaken.
So you can roll your attack for it.
Yep.
Okay, so 2...
Oof. Good roll for attack. Bad roll for damage.
2 damage.
Yes.
The sword...
Literally as low as it goes.
The sword swipes once again at the image of Derrican. It seems to be unfazed and ready to attack Derrican once again. And you have your whole round to go on.
I'm thinking, can I flake the heads of both librarians at the same time?
Flake them?
Like just flick. Flick,
Sure.
like a finger flick.
Baldus.
At the same time.
Yeah, sure.
Not really, but kinda, yes.
I know what
I
you
want
mean.
to flick them. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I want to do. To see if I trigger an attack.
Both of them like cover where you flicked their foreheads, and they ask you, "Why did you do that, Abaris? Why did you do that, Abaris?"
Just check it. Just checking.
Also, just to confirm, it is doing like the delayed 2 voices, right?
It did, yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Just making sure. Go on.
Yeah, I'm done.
You still have your full round, kind of.
I mean, I attacked. That was my main action, I guess.
No, your main action was flicking them, because your weapon is independent of you.
I mean, I can try and attack the small Derrican, but...
I'll let you consider that either your move or your... Actually, it's a swift action. Never mind. You have your full round. Go on. Like you turn around, you quickly flick them, you see their reaction, and then go on.
Okay. Okay, I can try and attack the... I still have stuff to do, I guess.
Also, do you remember what your patron did last time?
Last time what? That I met him, that I cast a spell...
Last session. Something, you get double the spell slots. Something, you have to use all of them.
I have to use them. Yeah, I have to use all my spell slots.
If you don't,
Yes.
he does what he wants with them. Something.
Yes. Yes,
Go on.
yes. Yes, I remember now. That's jolly good fun. Jolly good fun. Okay, give me a second. Do you mind going to the next character while I prepare my spells? Because I don't have my stuff here.
Sure. Derrican. Go
I'll
on.
have to check.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't... Abaris is looking for a spell to do, or...?
He's doing
Yes,
his
that's
thing,
what I'm
but remember he's not on his main computer, so...
Yeah, sure. I just, since you're asking for my turn, did he do his thing, or are we just...
He's delaying his turn until you do your thing, because he has to
I
look
see.
through his...
Okay.
Try to find
fine.
his character information.
Yeah.
Actually, can you even
considering doing
find
this.
your character information?
It's fixed spells. I don't... So it's okay.
Okay. Go on.
I think going to be
I know
the
what
same
I have.
thing with a 5-foot step to chuck another bomb at his face.
Yep.
Well, actually, how? If I wanted to draw crossbow now, it's going to take too many actions, no? It's not possible to draw, load, and fire in the same turn for me.
No, you'll have to get it from your inventory, prepare it, and
okay.
it'll end
Yeah.
your turn. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so as well. I needed to have it, to be wielding it already to be able to do it. Then okay, same thing. 5-foot step out of range, and a new bomb attack. Just feels a bit wasteful. If it were a melee weapon, then I would be able to draw and attack.
5-foot step, draw your weapon, and if it was next to you, yes, you could attack.
But drawing it would cause an attack of opportunity close by.
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, never mind.
From your inventory? Yeah.
No, it would be nearby, just sheathed somewhere. But
I think it still provokes, unless you're a fighter or
a feat for that, no?
bonus. To draw a weapon and
yes,
attack.
Yeah, if it's more than 5.
I think if
No, draw. If you have, I think it's +1 thingy.
I forgot to say something to the GM.
okay.
Uh-oh.
GM, you didn't roll. You didn't roll when I cast the spiritual weapon.
You're right.
Oh shit. Can we
Do that after?
Just-
Yes.
just finish my turn and so you do all of his...
That is a touch
leftover,
attack,
the
right?
callback of his first one, and it's touch AC, yes. 14 to touch AC.
Do you wanna... It's a normal bomb, right?
And no, I would still use a frost one in case.
Frost one.
Yeah, it's basically the same. The only thing that changes is that if it's a direct hit, there's that save, but it does not
I know.
otherwise change. And it's cold damage instead of fire damage.
So you strike at your copy.
Yes. Still holding my gut from the whack from a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
I stumble back and quickly throw another one.
It almost seems like it's freezing from the feet up, and once it does, it shatters and melts into the ground, disappears. Give me a second. 1d1000 and 1d1000. Oh, that's not how you do it. There's a parenthesis missing. God, it's so hard to see parentheses when you have them close to each other.
How would it be?
100 and 170.
How would you actually call that?
What?
The two separate rolls like that?
You just do like that. And then you close it off. You do that, 1d 100, and then close it. It's just double parenthesis.
I think it to be each of them double
yeah,
parentheses on each side.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like that one. And okay, so Abaris.
Okay, yeah. So I was looking at the spells that I can do and what I should be able to do. And...
Wait, first let me do your rolls.
Okay, first the rolls.
I should have done this earlier, but you see, you were trying to cast one sword to attack the target, right?
Yes.
One
Normal
of your
spiritual weapon.
one of your visions has 2 swords attacking your target.
Ooh, fancy. Too bad I can choose.
The second vision has... You are suddenly shrunk down to your regular size.
What would my patron choose?
Yeah, you shrunk down to your regular size.
Boo!
He's not gonna help you.
Everyone knows that.
He's not gonna help you. So, there are no more things. I think I can remove the turn order. But do keep in mind that things are still happening inside.
Yes.
And they just keep trying to go to this wall. All of them are swarming this wall, this mirror.
Kind of. One of them seems to be holding back. But they do all seem to be trying to make their way through.
Ah, crap.
Okay.
However, these 2 librarians here are still like, making sure. Well, these 2 run over to Dirk and make sure he's okay after his hit. They're like patting him down and dressing the wounds. So what now?
Okay, I want to try. Okay, so I still have my spell.
I really like this microphone because it sounds like you're Tyler 1 with the microphone peaking. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, what?
Your microphone peaks a lot. It's funny. You sound like Tyler 1.
I can reduce the gain.
No,
I can reduce the gain.
It's fine. You sound like Tyler 1. It's amazing.
Sorry.
Fix the game.
I'll reduce the input volume.
Because I can't quit. I'm addicted. Go on. Sorry.
Okay. Tell me if this is better. If not...
Now I need to increase your volume.
Yeah, but at least it doesn't peak, I hope.
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. I'm going to cast spells like a madman. First, I want to heal everyone that is not healed. So I'm going to cast all my 2nd level spells by using Heal Moderate Wounds, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name.
Should we get closer? Or
I can move to you. It's not a big deal, I guess.
Okay, so
I'm going to move. I'm going to... sorry. I was using the wrong tool. So I move closer to... Well, first Robert. And I ask him, do I have your consent to heal you?
I mean...
I'm being nice.
Robert, why are you like 20 meters away from your microphone?
Is it better like this?
Yes. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, but try to keep the chaos to a minimum, my friend.
Yeah, there's very little I can do to control that. It's chaos. Okay, so I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
While you do that.
8 plus 4.
So, 898. 898.
You heal 18.
898.
Rolling my chaos. I'm going to go for healing damage.
Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. And what was the other one? 964. 964. Okay, so remember there was something about trees last session. What was it? Like you could control a tree? You guys remember? I'm actually asking.
The tree would become huge, or something like that.
Okay, there was something about a tree, I forget. So now there's...
A nearby tree would become huge, or something like that.
Okay, so now you have a vision of that huge tree becoming sentient and under your control, and you can make it attack things. I don't know how a tree somewhere in the middle of a forest would be helpful here. However,
can I control it remotely? Like, can I see through its leaves or something like that?
I don't know. It's just
Like,
it seems very far away and not really.
Can I just feel?
However, where were you when you cast the spell? This is important.
Was to
You were here, right, on this square?
Yes, I was close to Robert.
Okay.
I can move back to Robert.
Move back, please.
Okay.
Because everyone else is now invisible, except except Tavares.
Okay, so I'm invisible.
You're visible. Everyone else is invisible.
That's pretty fun.
What the fuck?
How long?
Okay.
Good question.
So one thing. Okay, but this is still in the vision stage. We're still in the vision stage. Right?
Become invisible. Except the caster, who is still visible. That is all I'm gonna give you. You don't know how long this is gonna last. It doesn't say.
That wouldn't it just affect the recipient of my spell?
No.
AKA
No.
Robert?
That's
No?
why I asked where you were.
Okay, good. It's an area of effect spell.
Yep.
So
So you heal
was-
Robert, and everyone else
Yeah.
disappears around you.
yes.
How much
Robert
healing?
is 18.
Oh, 18 is nice.
Hmm.
And wait, suddenly I cannot see
Everyone else.
Derkin.
No.
We can. All of us can only see Avarish.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. This is relevant. Wait, guys. I speak. Guys, are you still here?
Hey, everyone, where are you? Are you here?
Okay. We are invisible.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
No, you're invisible.
Yes, I'm here.
You're invisible.
Okay. I want to try something, GM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Uh,
Baris, you feel 4 sets of hands grabbing onto your shirt,
Okay.
I want to say.
I was gonna say that. Everyone grab a part of my clothes or something. Or not?
Yeah. About that, he also feels a slap on his face.
I felt that, Robert. I know it was you.
No. I'm trying to do something more interesting. I just want to do the 1 damage.
Yes, but this is fun for me too.
Yeah, but I slap him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to deal damage, you have to roll AC. You have to roll for damage.
Okay, sure. No, but that's my point. Does anything happen if I deal damage to him?
No.
Oh, so
I like
I'm still
how
invisible.
Derrick is like, there's things happening here, guys.
No. Derkin, you see what I just did, right?
I didn't because you're invisible.
Exactly.
Yes, you
That's my
didn't because
point.
you're invisible.
That's
Yes.
my point.
Yes, the things also cannot see us. That's why
No.
to Avarish.
And attacking does not break.
Nope.
Yes, that's what you were testing.
Aha! Let's fucking go.
Oh god.
Oh shit! He just
Murder
went for it.
hobo.
What the fuck?
Murder hobo
Okay.
mode activate.
Also, that was quite imprudent. Abarish was about to heal Derkin as well.
He can't see Derkin.
That's what I said.
I can go close. Sorry,
Yeah.
Derkin can approach.
I can hear him, and I can.
I'm here,
Okay.
Abarish.
Okay. I'm going to heal. Give me a second. Roll the dice.
And now it's dispel all previous effects.
What happened? No one told you to rush in.
Okay,
11 is
so
pretty nice.
what is
Thank you,
the
Abarish.
numbers? 3, 4, 8. I can do Control F, right? 3, 4, 8. No, I can't.
Boo. Boo, I say.
A table that you cannot control F for?
What the fuck?
That's pretty crap.
That's,
Yeah, that's weird.
questionable at best.
Okay. I like the implications, but I don't want to force this upon anyone, so I'm probably going to re-roll the second one unless the first one is really cool.
Can we know what it is if you reroll it?
If I'll tell you, yes.
Okay.
1d100.
I'll get the cookie.
I'm gonna re-roll the second one, and I'll explain why in a second.
Sure.
It's really a roleplay thing that unless Durkin agrees with it, I don't want to force it on anyone. That's 934, 934, 934. Doesn't spell. Okay. I kind of like this one. So, Durkin, unless you're willing to, like, roleplay a female character for the rest of the campaign,
That's a pretty aggressive change.
yeah, exactly.
Not
That's,
interested.
exactly. That's why I said, like, I don't want to force this on anyone. It says the recipient of the spell is transformed into the opposite gender for 1d3 months. Yeah, I don't want to force that on anyone.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Not interested, no. Thanks.
The other one would have like you heal him, but then there's a massive pile of gold that showers upon you. But embracing the nature of chaos. What level is Cure Wounds? Cure Light Wounds? Level 1, right? Is it, Bars?
Sorry? I didn't...
Cure Light Wounds. What level is it?
Cure Moderate Wounds. Level 2.
And it's a level 2 spell.
Yes.
Oh, it's like moderate wounds. Okay.
Yes. I'm trying to use up my spell slots.
Yeah. So, let me roll. Level 2, level 2, level 2. I'm not even gonna roll, I'm just gonna scroll up and down and pick this one. What is this? Until the end of today, you can also cast this spell.
Ooh.
What does it do? I don't know. I just clicked a random button and...
Resurrect.
No, it's a defensive shock.
Wish.
You can give a creature striking you with its body. It's only on you. So you can prepare yourself, and if you take damage from a natural or weapon attack, it takes 1d6 of damage. Per 2 class. Yeah. If it has spell resistance, it applies to the damage. So you can do a defensive shock on yourself until the end of today.
And what does my patron select?
That one.
Is that the one?
Yes.
Okay, I want to cast it immediately. Is it the level what spell?
Not yet. It's Robert's turn. He, seeing the opportunity of being invisible, rushed into where all the doppelgangers are. And as Abaris noted, they are making their way through. And there's only one left. Go on, Robert.
Big bonk. What else is there, my friend?
He lives for the bonk.
To bonk or not?
Are you going to miss the first bonk that you are? Oh wait, you must have some benefit from attacking unseen.
Yeah. I mean, he's flat-footed, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
So no dex bonus to DC.
Let me just remind myself.
AC, I mean.
He's quite unaware.
I want to make a note of this. This is the first time that Robert and Abaris have been the same wavelength to bonk or not to bonk. It's something that Abaris also questions himself sometimes.
I'm sure if it's the same kind of bonk that...
22, this one was at 4. Yeah. Roberts, with your newfound invisibility situation, you take the opportunity to run into the regular dimension and hit this creature on the head. Do you want to describe what you do?
I mean, why do I? Nobody can see it.
You just knock it out, and it's no longer banging against the window.
What everyone sees is that, like,
one of
it was
those
flattened somehow. It was there, but then, oops, it's a flat. Maybe something fell on it. Who knows?
Abaris, you were gonna do your thing?
Wait, also I
sorry.
have +2 to hit and +2 to damage, but because of the whole...
It's not relevant, but yes.
Yeah, just so you're aware. I trained to kill these creatures, like a minute ago. Oh wait, the time passed, I'm pretty sure. Wait.
Probably.
You trained to kill these creatures a minute ago?
Literally, that's the best definition I can give you, my friend.
No, sure. That's implied that, like... Oh wait, before we came into the room.
Yeah.
You were studying... Yeah, okay. I was thinking you were meaning literally today, as in this session. So I was confused. But okay, yeah, you mean before we went into the...
Yeah.
Okay.
All's good.
Okay, so I want to cast the new spell on myself. Which level is it? 2?
It's level 2.
Second level spell.
Yes, that's why I asked what level. You learn a spell that is not your class spell, that it was the random effect.
Okay. Oh, and it's permanent.
Until the end of today.
No. It's... okay. You mean that you learn the spell, not the duration of the spell.
Is the spell permanent?
No. The
1
duration
minute
of the concentration is a minute per level. Yeah. Which is still to the end of combat without... It's like the shield.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to cast it on myself. I was going to do something else, but this is a bit more fun.
Mind you, it discharges once the damage... so if you finish reading it, each time the thing applies, the damage it's going to deal next time is halved, and it's rounded down. When that reaches 0, the spell ends.
If it runs out, I'll cast it again.
Yeah, pretty much. So you need to charge the phone, the electrical current. You need to charge it again.
The battery. And
The battery,
charge
yeah.
the battery.
The fuck, yeah.
No worries. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I was going to
Oh.
cast Detect Magic on the librarian to see if I could find anything, but... Anyway, let's moving on. Moving on.
So this was the first one. What is the second one? 382. 382. 382.
Okay, this is my 34. This is
So
my fourth second level spell. I have
Boris,
2 more. And then I have to cast a shit ton of level 1 spells. Yes?
I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Out of all
Please
the
do.
races, what would Abaris think is the most attractive one?
Oh no.
Oh, that's easy. Elves.
Okay. I was 100% expecting that. Have you always wanted to look like an elf? Like to have like those big pointy ears?
Ooh.
Nice tactical pause after big when describing. Would you like to have a big?
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
The genie giving me a
Honest-
giant rooster after misunderstanding my wish.
A giant what? Sorry.
Rooster.
Ah. Okay.
Nice.
Because I have missed the word of the pun. I know it was a pun coming, but
I didn't need to know what he
Boris
said.
hasn't ever thought of himself as an elf, to be honest. That's a new thought that
So-
has never come into his mind.
One of your visions has you growing big pointy ears, kind of like an elf's.
Okay, does anything else grow?
No.
Okay, good.
You find it rather appealing, considering you think elves are one of the most attractive races.
Okay.
Your senses quickly come to a halt as you sense a weird smell. Something around you
Okay.
smells really bad. Actually, Durkin, something around you smells very bad. You're not sure what.
and it was immediately after he did the spell
Yes.
and he being all buzzy.
Yes. You're not sure if like
But we're
it's,
still in the vision stage.
No, we're not.
We're still in the vision stage.
This is what is happening. Something is smelling really bad.
Okay, but this is after the vision stage, or are we still in
After.
the vision stage?
After.
Oh, so it has.
So that was chosen, the smelly one.
Yes.
What the
Okay.
fuck is this smell?
Isn't okay. I don't know.
What kind of bad?
Let's park that.
Because
What kind of bad? Personal hygiene bad.
that's a bit sudden.
Yes.
I know adventure. Derkin knows adventuring life
Sweat,
is,
bad, like sweat, like or
Yes.
I take a bath in shit
is
every day.
tough, but I think
Let me put it this way. The target...
we might need to take.
Your target emits a bad odor.
For how long? Can you tell?
Yes.
You don't know.
Can it be washed away?
It can only be covered up by the strongest perfume or cologne. It specifically says that.
Okay.
Would that be something that Derkin could mix?
Maybe.
Can Derkin create
Maybe.
such a
Ah,
fragrance?
It's interesting. Yes.
Maybe.
That's something to ponder later.
Anyway.
Random question that I probably should have asked earlier about. We saw that at least in the mirror dimension, when the doppelgangers die, they just disappear.
Mhm.
do we know what mechanism is at play? Is this something that a character might know from something else? This is a more flavorful way of asking. Is there a knowledge roll that would give some insight on this?
Give me a second. They are...
My favorite part of this session is that they're over there doing their bullshit and I'm killing all the monsters.
Are you not living your best life right now?
Yeah.
Isn't this
Isn't this like what your
What you ever
character
wanted?
was designed for?
Yeah,
Killing
no,
things.
it's the perfect session. We are all doing what we want to do.
the bard is causing chaos and healing people,
So Erkin is deciding
and you're all enjoying.
I'm thinking about crafting stuff.
and
Yes,
what you're going
yes,
to do next and like trying to solve puzzles. And Robert is like, without any remorse, killing things.
Not him. Any thought. He's mind blank. Must bonk.
You have no idea. Like they're spending like 15 minutes thinking about what they want to do. My turn is going to be 10 seconds.
This is excellent.
Monstrous humanoids. What is this knowledge? Monstrous humanoids is...
I think
It's engineering.
I think it's engineering. But
Let me double check. Knowledge skills. D20.
I'm probably looking at the wrong thing because I can't find it.
Knowledge. No, not necessarily. The engineering only mentions aberrations, caverns, oozes,
Nature.
and spelunking.
Nature.
Nature. Monsters Humanoids quest. It is indeed.
Yes.
I am actually. The Erkin is quite comfortable with natural world.
I'm quite a bit of a naturalist myself.
I mean, what does this reveal that you didn't know before?
I'm specifically asking if
About the mirror thing.
if it has to do with the mirror dimension or somehow. Why does the fact that we see them completely disappear when killed give us any new information?
Well, by all of your accounts, on top of what you read earlier, because you did find an excerpt about these creatures, they wouldn't just disappear. So
They're not supposed to just disappear, and you can see them in the cube thing that they are not disappearing when they're...
yes. So either any creature dying within this plane would disintegrate them, the plane where you are currently at, or these creatures are magical manifestations of some kind. One of the two.
So they are not either they are not literally doppelgangers, they just appear to be,
Yes.
or the mirror
the-
dimension itself has this effect.
Yes. Those are the only two things that would make sense in this situation. However, you did see some of them die here, so that leads more credence to dying here
Sorry,
would
what?
have... You did see these creatures here die. They're on the
Yes.
floor, unconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So the
that
first
gives
one-
more credence to the idea that, well, dying here has dire
The-
consequences.
Yes. Yes, this was a bit late because I wanted to ask this, but stuff happened, right? But I wanted to ask you immediately after the first bonk that deleted the
Mhm.
Robert's own reflection. But yeah. So can we assume it was shared then, or
Yeah, you can assume that.
okay?
Although Abaris casts upon himself and move action. You do see one of the librarians just get absolutely blasted. You don't know why exactly, because Robert didn't communicate with anyone else, but
And you can't see him, so
you can't. Do you have your move action? Do you want to do anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Durkin?
Oh, it's me?
Yep, it is you.
Okay. Oh, you're just using only one of the...
Yes.
Okay.
I had one for
Then-
everyone that was inside and one for everyone that was outside, so I'm just using one. And remove this one.
Can you just confirm? I think my recollection from the last time is that to actually try to put the bomb through, I had to like shove it as if it was like through a membrane of some sort.
Mm-hmm. You can't just throw
And
anything through.
Yeah, and I couldn't really touch the. Well, I'm trying. I need to just push the bomb itself through, right?
Yeah.
In that case,
More of you have to push yourself through, and then the bomb, rather than you can throw the bomb through.
exactly, yes. Other items do not travel the barrier. It needs to go through with one of us.
Yep.
To be able to do so, I need to release it on the other side. Is that it?
Yep. If you just try to push it through, you'll probably like let it drop on the other side, but you won't be able to throw it. Just drop it.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the problem.
Yep.
They are currently
Banging
whacking at the
yes.
glass.
Yes, trying to break it to get to you.
A bit. If nothing happened when Robert crossed here,
Nope.
the rest of the mirror
Nope.
was still.
They didn't have time to react either, you know. It's been 2 seconds.
Let me. Fair. How long is this? No, okay. So I'm going to just move for my whole action, which means double. Yes.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to try to go over here.
So that's your full round, just walking?
If I spend the whole action, this whole turn trying to get to this corner, to this edge here.
Yeah. So, Robert, you just hit one of them, knocking it out as you kill it. You see the last one make its way through the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
As one... Wait, did you move your character?
No. Continue.
No. It's their turn, okay? As the last one makes its way through the mirror, you see all of them turn towards the wall. As one by one, they make their way through. One of your biggest fears is coming to light.
Oh shit. Okay, which one is... Okay.
All of them are moving their way through. Now that everyone... Well, except this one that stays behind, sorry. You see the... Give me a reflex. I'll let you do your action if you give me a good reflex.
Reflex. Aha! It's an 11.
Is this good enough?
I mean, at least this one would cause an attack of opportunity.
No, I was... wait.
Okay, I see what you... yeah.
The thing was, GM said, it's your turn, I moved to the attack.
I didn't say it was your turn.
It's like, Robert, and I'm like, haha!
No, I said...
My chance to shine.
I said Robert, as in, this is your biggest fear coming through.
Not as Robert, it's your turn, let's smash.
No, it's in Robert, what do you fear this happening? As the last one made its way through the mirror. Can you make your way there within your turn?
Where?
Here. You can, right?
Yeah, I can literally walk there.
Okay, you can
go anywhere in the cube.
You don't react fast enough to snipe this one, but this one is still making its way through the mirror. You can move your way there and whack it.
Can I be like somewhere closer, like here or something, just so I can grab the other ones with attack of opportunity?
You won't be able to grab any other. But this one was like
sure.
it was finishing making its way through. Everyone noticed it, and it's like, okay, it's our time to get out of here. And they all started moving out.
Okay.
So
this one is still finishing, so you can get it. The other one's unconscious.
Knocked out, the Abarish,
yes.
and the Derkin beneath him.
Yeah.
He's also unconscious?
No, this one also made its way out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. There you go. You hit this one as it's still like trying to face through the mirror. One of its leg is still on the mirror itself when you whack it, and yeah, the leg itself like cuts off as you hit it.
Cuts off.
Yeah. Part of the leg is still on the other side of the mirror.
Well, that's brutal.
However,
I guess now I'm hunting
the other ones made their way through.
I'm hunting them down. I'm invisible, my friend. What's
You're
the
not
worst that could happen?
You do remember that everything is dark, yes?
You do remember I have light sources.
Okay, then you're not as invisible as you once were.
I can throw them.
Is that where we're going with this?
I mean, if you give me a way to kill them, I'm gonna kill them.
Okay.
Also, this is
Unconscious.
unconscious.
Abarish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Abarish. It's. I mean.
Yeah, they chose violence.
They chose violence. We were nice enough in the beginning.
Okay. The Baris, it's your turn.
Is it dead now, or?
No, you still have to wait your next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
okay,
one
so this is
more
gonna
round
be-
until it's Robert again, and then I'm removing turn orders.
Okay. So, what I wanted to do right now is determine which one of them is a doppelganger.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of... I don't know. But I want to cast Detect Evil. I assume that doppelgangers are evil.
Detect evil.
Either Detect Evil or Detect Magic, I'm kind of decided, but probably evil.
So detect evil has 919. 919 is... Wait, is detect evil on yourself, right?
What? Sorry? On myself?
Detect evil is personal, right?
Around you. It's personal.
Yeah, but you have to cast it on yourself too.
Evil. It's a cone-shaped emanation like the Detect Magic.
Oh, so what is the target?
So you have a...
It would be everyone in the cone, right?
I'm not sure if there is a target as such. I think it's just you have like a big magical broom
Sure,
or net in front of you.
I would split it amongst both of them. And then 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay, let's do this by parts.
5, 6. Wait. Puff.
Powerpuff Girls?
You know? So, one of your visions, you were concentrating on both of them while trying to detect their evil.
Okay.
Coming out from the horizon, which seems to be, an endless void of ceiling and wall. Ceiling and floor. Sorry, I did it again. Coming from very far away seems to be a bunch of arrows hitting both of the librarian and killing them instantly.
Jesus Christ.
That is your first vision.
That's dark.
Your second vision. 4, 5, 6. Wait, I misread it. Okay, sure. Your second vision is kind of a lack of vision. You were looking at the librarians trying to figure out if they were evil or not. And you stop being able to see the color red. You become colorblind.
Okay. For how long? Or is it permanent? Just curious. Just
You're
curious.
It's
It's
long enough to where you'll probably be colorblind for a while.
like months or less?
Less.
More or less than a month.
But still.
Okay. It's a bit. Okay, what does my patron choose?
Let me check something. Okay.
Damn.
Oh no.
So,
Essa não parece. Those dice don't look very good.
you're brought back to your reality as you see from the very distance an arrow coming towards one of the librarians.
One arrow.
Just
Arrow.
one arrow.
I tackle them.
Give me a reflex save.
Sure. Give me a second. A reflex save.
Okay. Boris, you tackle the librarian to try to protect it. This arrow grazes your back and you're hit for 1 damage. Lethal damage.
Okay. Does the shock thingy trigger? I assume it does.
No, it's melee weapons, I think, right?
I think so.
Handheld weapon. Handheld weapon. It's not a handheld weapon.
Or natural weapon, right?
Yeah, it's an arrow, so it doesn't count.
Okay, good. It's actually good.
Yep.
I don't mind taking a bit of damage.
As for your detect evil spell, you do not detect evil from either of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which of them did the single arrow target?
Good question. The one at top. This one.
Mm-hmm. No, the spectator is doing stuff.
Yeah, I didn't feel like clicking this button and then this button. It's fine. Boris, it's your turn.
Again.
Still. You did your standard, you know, move or?
No.
No?
I was going to, I'm going to try and cast detect magic on the next turn, so to speak.
Okay.
When it's my turn again.
Derrican? You move closer to the mirror to attack these creatures, but they all seem to have different plans.
Yes,
they all went through the wall. What is your plan? If you don't have anything specific, I can remove the turn order until Robert decides to Leroy Jenkins.
Oh no, Robert is doing it. Is Robert literally just waiting for his turn?
You see Robert preparing to attack the unconscious Abaris.
No, you don't. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, you don't. Never mind. He's invisible, so are you.
Check. True. Alright, so I don't even know whether or not he's still in the room.
Nope.
Exactly.
I mean, you can assume because you saw like this.
Yes. He must be nearby because he bonked this and then bonked that. So
Oh, okay.
you have to have time
do
for
they bleed
much.
when you attack them? Like if you cut them, do they bleed?
I don't know. It's been bludgeoning damage so far, so.
Oh. Yeah, but it still spills out a bit, you know.
You know. A golf club will also leave blood spatter. Ask Dexter.
Was that a serious question or?
About the blood.
Yeah.
No, it was a serious question.
Yeah, they're kind of.
Because if when the blood drips from the weapon, you should be able to know where the person is.
Oh no! Because anything attached to him is also invisible. So.
Yes, but then the
as
blood
it drops, the drop disconnects from him and becomes visible.
Yes.
That's what he's thinking, I think.
Do you want to roll a perception? Does it important? Is it important?
Me, my friend?
No, I'm just parsing the question. And if you have an answer, I'm interested in the answer. But other than that,
do you want to roll a perception to try to see if you find a drop of blood within the whole room?
It's fine.
Can you find a mosquito in your bedroom when it's night and you turn on the lights? You can't, so go on.
I take my fucking time, but the fucker dies.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you need to roll high on perception because you spend a while.
Okay.
Is my point.
Yeah. Erkin was going to try to go around the corner here and to deposit the bomb from this side. But since they all seem to vanish right now, I'm still curious.
Mm-hmm.
If interacting, it's not the same mirror wall, so is it going to act differently?
You haven't tried, so.
Yes, exactly. But also a bit of a pickle because okay, Robert is on the killing spree. He's going to just run for it. Buddy is here alone with one doppelganger, which we don't know which is which. And time is ticking still.
Yep.
Not very keen in. It's probably not the best idea to just leave a body here alone with with the one thing, but also there are several of them outside and running. But also they can see in the dark, so.
Can you see in the dark or can you see in low light vision?
I said cannot see in the dark.
Oh, okay. Go on.
So that's a problem because okay, even if I go out, I can't really see unless I stick to the future light of Robert, assuming that's what he's going to do. But also curious about what would happen to interact with the other walls from this side, but then I'll also be isolated and without anyone knowing exactly because no one saw me going here anyway. So.
Remember that talking is a free action?
Yeah.
It's more of an although they can't see you, you can communicate what you're doing.
Yeah, no. I just I'm really not sure what the because okay, them getting out is kind of bad. I don't know if they can leave.
The library?
And yes.
Yeah, you don't know. Also, what is outside? You don't know.
That's yeah. But I might be gaslighting myself with all of that. So, but we are here as a next step in getting somewhere else, and that kind of matters as well.
Would it be fair to say that Durkin is paralyzed with indecision and let Robert do his thing?
The player is paralyzed with indecision.
Because I can let Robert do his thing.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen.
I know. And I think it would be fair to let him have it while you're thinking.
Good.
He didn't even... As soon as he said sure, he just rolls dice.
0.72 seconds.
I was gonna say you can do a coup de grace since it's unconscious, but... You don't need to.
It's about the same.
You don't need to. You have your revenge. This thing is unconscious, tied up in the ropes that you tied it with. Yeah, you just smack it on the head, blast its skull open.
There is nobody else here, right? Alive.
No.
Doppelgangers? No, there isn't.
Okay. I yell, guys! I'm going outside to finish them off. You guys want to support me?
Crickets. As no one answers.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I guess. I guess we have to.
You don't have to.
Robert grabs a iron stone and throws it through the wall.
You can see a flash of lights like shimmering through as it touches the wall and disappears.
Robert can also not see in the dark, right? It's just he has light stones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, then Dergen says, "Going."
This is so fucking random. I love it.
As you both move out to deal with the other doppelgangers?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're
I'm moving it over to Abaris. Because he's the one that has the conundrum. Abaris.
we need to take advantage of this. It's a hard situation.
You're both invisible. Abaris? Did he fall asleep? Abaris? I mean, I was just gonna give him one more action before we end it for today, because it's almost midnight. Or 1 a.m. But I think he might have fallen asleep. What did we say at the beginning of the session? That he might fall asleep? Yeah.
He had the track record of falling asleep, although it wasn't.
He did say he was gonna cast Detect Magic, but I was just gonna roll that and then we could end it there, but...
Well, on my end, I don't mind going for a bit longer.
Oh, really?
If there's
I
something,
mean,
yeah.
I don't have a point to end it on, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
What I'm imagining happening now. Oh, he just.
Maybe he was trying to. No, wait.
No, that was.
Roberto. Yeah, Roberto is here.
Yeah.
Huh.
Beyond both of you, like fighting, sniping off creatures one by one, I don't think there's anything that I had for this session besides that. I didn't expect you to be invisible either, so...
So you just assume it's going to be normal combat throughout?
I assume it's going to be something throughout, while Abaris is trying to figure out what the two things are. But since he's not... Yeah, welcome back. But since he's not here, I think it's a good point to end it on. He's going to cast his Detect Magic. Abaris.
Abaris has not been reacting, so he might have fallen asleep.
Well,
last time we did have the snoring to confirm. This time, not so much.
What did he say? He was well rested or something?
No, true. He said not likely today because he had slept better.
Oh, I've slept today. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Famous last words.
So yeah, he's gonna cast Detect Magic. I don't want to roll while he's not here, so we'll do that next session. And
okay, and as leaving for our killing spree starts next session.
Yes. Although you are both invisible for an indeterminate amount of time. Actually, I should gain the habit of doing this. Hold on. Where is it?
Taking notes?
Writing the notes on Roll20. So we end the session off with Airkin and Robert killing spree while invisible.
To be fair to Robert, so far he's the killing of the. He's the one spreeing kills.
Yeah, true.
And Abaris cast Detect Magic on Rarians. There you go. That way we remember exactly where we left off. He was asleep, so even if we tried to go for a little bit longer, we wouldn't be able to.
Yep, that's how sleep works.
Yeah.
Does the random turn order open for some reason?
Oh, because I didn't close it before I moved you. There you go. Aside from that, is there anything I need to change here? I don't think so. So, Robert, I hope you enjoyed having your payback with the doppelgangers.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you not get a satisfaction from getting your retribution?
Start killing them. They're like, I slap about it and everybody, ha ha ha, wait.
What do you mean you slap a bar? What do you mean it didn't leave invisibility? Is there anything I can add before we go? I don't think so. Do you have any questions you want to ask before we head off?
Don't think so.
I wanted to do the whole bars thing, but he might be asleep, so...
I think he is.
I think so too. He would have said something by now. Typical. We called it as well.
And we did mention this time, yes, because it's not every time that we mention it. This time we specifically talked about it a bit.
Because he was playing from his bed. And we were like,
Yes, exactly. Commentators curse a bit, but also. Yeah.
What do you mean? You're rolling from your bed like you're gonna fall asleep. And he did. No, I'm well rested. What do you mean? No, he fell asleep.
Name a more iconic duo.
Anyway.
Wait.
Oh, I gotta... Wait, is this the... No, never mind. I got a DM. Completely unrelated. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you don't have anything you want to add, we'll talk again in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. And hope to see you next time.
bye guys.
Bye.